What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge. I am your host, Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you this beautiful Saturday morning. I tell you what, before we get to that, let's take a look at how we did yesterday. And, well, kind of even. Had some losses, had some wins. You'll see below on mine, the very bottom, Brewers team total over 4.5. So here's the situation. We gave this pick out on the morning show. Afterward, all right, the Red Sox scratched pitcher Brian Bello, and then reversed it to an opener situation. So some books automatically voided the bet. Others may have not done so. If yours did not, go to that dispute button, break down exactly what I just said there in terms of the scratch and then the opener. Your book should take care of you on that. And you know what? After that, let's get ready for today. So let's bring in the stars of the show. We're running 4 wide here. First up, Buckets, my dude. How we doing, buddy?
We're doing good today, man. Anytime I can be on a show with you, Micah, and Andrew, it's just going to be a good time. So I'm excited to talk some Super Cup today.
Yeah, dude, exactly that, man. And speaking of Micah Roberts, first off, good to see you. Second, the last time we saw you, all right, it was storming behind you for like days on end. It looks much better now. How we doing, sir?
Yeah, we're still in the monsoon season. I'm loving it. The rain is my friend. Don't get to see it too often, but it's been beautiful the last week and a half, and I got about 4 more days of it, so I'm pretty excited about that.
There we go, man.
The
And
small
speaking
things.
speaking of being excited, my man Andrew Gambas, how we doing, sir?
Doing well. Good to be back with you boys, as always, ready to get into it today and give out some bets.
Man, I feel you on that. And I'll tell you what, we're going to start with you, all right? We're going to stay here. We got UFC 277 tonight, all right? So break down the card. What's the main event? What should we be excited about? Because it looks like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so the story for UFC 277 is rematches. In the main event, we've got Amanda Nunes taking on Juliana Pena again. That they fought in December. Amanda Nunes was about a minus 1,000 favorite. Juliana Pena stopped her in the second round. They are running it back for the 135-pound title tonight. And then in the co-main event, you have Brandon Moreno taking on Kai Kara France for the interim flyweight title. These two fought 2 or 3 years ago, and Moreno won a very competitive decision. That was a 3-round fight. This time it's going to be a 5-round fight. We also have another flyweight fight on the main card that should be really fun, Perez versus Pantoja. So it's a really good card. It should be a fun one for fans, and I'm looking forward to breaking it down more soon.
Dude, you know what? First off, I'm excited for it tonight, and I'm excited to hear, your breakdown. And you talk about, Pena against Nunes. And would you say Nunes was a minus 1,000 favorite in the last one and lost? And we're looking tonight, and what is Nunes, like a minus 250 favorite or something?
Yeah, it looks like she's about minus 275 right now.
Yeah, like, dude, it's fascinating, man. So we'll talk about it here in just a second. All right, Buckets, coming over to you. It's Super Cup time, man. What in the world does that mean? Break it down for us. What do we need to know?
It is absolutely Super Cup time. This is one of the greatest weeks of the year for me because Super Cup in soccer means a couple things. First and most importantly, it means we are officially 1 week away from the return of all major leagues. Next week at this time, we'll be watching Bundesliga, we'll be watching EPL, we'll be watching League One. It's just, we are so close to having this break be over. But also equally as important, Super Cup means that we get some really, really good action here today. What a Super Cup is it takes the best team in each division. So whatever team won the league last year plays whatever team won the domestic cup last year. So in England, we get Liverpool versus Man City today. In Germany, we get Bayern Munich versus RB Leipzig. So we get a ton of really, really good matches today that are kind of a teaser for what to expect starting next week. I'm so excited, AB.
Dude, I can tell, man. You are fired up, dude. As soon as you were breaking it down, like in the email earlier, I was like, okay, all right, I'm in. Super Cup time, dude. All right, speaking of excited, that's always whenever we could go to our man, Micah Roberts. Now, you've got some information here in regards to MLB streaking teams, hot hitters, trends we need to know. Break it down, buddy.
Yeah, and first of all, I'm very excited about Super Cup and never heard it explained so eloquently as Buckets there. That was amazing. We'll start with the hot hitters here. These are guys you can play over total bases, 1.5 and such. Aaron Judge, 476 over the last 14 days, 20 of 42, 10 of those home runs, 15 runs, and 23 RBIs. That is a stat-packed 14 days of hitting. Stephen Kwan, not so good on the power, but 19 of 47. He's hitting 404, kind of a quiet leader. of the Indians, and you also have, or the Cleveland Baseball Club, and then Alex Baum, 19 of 41. Not a lot of power, no home runs over that stretch over 14 days, but batting .463. And go to the streaking teams here. We have the Mets 4 straight, Phillies 3 straight, against the Pirates, who have lost 5 straight. So that should alert some people there on Philadelphia today. Dodgers have won 3 straight, Oakland 4 straight. A lot of plus money there, including last night. And Milwaukee has won 3 straight. Kansas City lost 4 straight. Minnesota lost 3 straight. And also Houston 2 straight. This is an amazing streak that we've seen out of Houston, because they went and swept the Mariners last week, 3 games in Seattle. Then they lost 3 straight to Oakland. And then they get the Mariners again. And this is the Mariners after a 14-game winning streak, lost there. Now they've lost the next 2 in this series, getting completely spanked around by the Astros here. And the Astros like, the A's, we don't care. But Mariners, you guys think you're coming up? No. We're going to set you back 5 straight losses. So that's an amazing streak here. This is a mind game thing. This is playing with the Mariners' head game right now. They can't get past the Astros, and that's not a good thing heading into August. So we'll see how this materializes. By the way, I've bet on the Mariners on all 5 of those games, and I'm not stopping today. So I'm very stubborn that way. So I'll be on the Mariners again, big plus money with Chris Flexen.
There we go. And I'll tell you what, man, we were on the Astros team total over 3.5 yesterday, and I thought that they would get to Robbie Ray a little bit, and they got to him a lot bit. Yeah, they handled their business, man. It was fantastic.
Just like last week. It's amazing.
Yeah, dude, exactly. 100%, man. 100%. All right, let's get into our picks for today. But before we do, let's take a quick break and hear from one of our partners. And we are back. All right, we've got one play for you, and I'm going to keep you all out here because I think you're fired up about this play. We're going to go Giants against the Cubs. Giants money line -130. You look at what they've done with this Cubs series. They've split so far 1-1. And you know what? We're gonna bounce on the pitching situation today. The Giants 62% with Jake Jennings starts. Cubs 4-8 this season, and Drew Smiley starts. So I think the Giants are going to start again early, getting those bats going like they did in the first game when they took the win against Chicago. We'll take them on the money line here. Okay, now get into our picks here. First up, buckets. You got a lot, and I want to give you your space and your time. So break down your picks, and if you could, let us know which leagues that these come from so we can find it in our books.
Absolutely. And like you said, we've got a very, very busy slate today, so we want to break these down correctly. And I've got to be honest, I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. I am biased on this first pick. I am a Bayern Munich fan. This is my team. So we are going to that first Super Cup game with RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich. I'm making it simple. I'm taking Bayern Munich money line here at -110. This team has spent the second most money in the entire world on transfers this summer, only beaten by Barcelona. They are completely overhauling their team with the intention of winning every single trophy in every single match possible. Moneyline is something we have to grab there. This one will be kind of tricky to find, but it'll be under either Germany or the World tab on your book, or there might possibly just be a German Super Cup tab that you can find it under. Going into our second match, we've got Liverpool versus Manchester City in what's called the Community Shield. This is the EPL Super Cup. There's a lot of different ways we can look at this game, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just take over 2.5 goals match total at a little bit of juiced odds at -145. If you've never watched a day of soccer in your life, you have still heard of Liverpool and Manchester City. These are 2 of the highest scoring teams in the world who both just spent a ridiculous amount of money to acquire new attackers in Haaland and Nunez. So we should see a lot of goals in this matchup. Again, this is going to be under the England or World tab on your book to find this guy. Going into our third match, we've got SK Sturm Graz versus RB Salzburg. This is in the Austrian Bundesliga, so this will be under the Austria country tab here. This isn't a Super Cup game. This is just a game with really, really good value. Both teams to score here at -125 is ridiculously good odds for 2 teams that have hit both teams to score in their last 5-5 head matches against each other. RB Salzburg is the best team by far in Austria, but it doesn't matter because Sturm Graz always has their number. We're loving both teams to score in this one.
There we go. I love it, man. That's an excellent breakdown there. It's fantastic. All right, Andrew, coming over to you, my man. Like you said, we've got UFC tonight. You've got a couple plays here. Yeah, man, take your time. Break them down. What do you see in these fights? What do you like? Yeah, hit us with it, man.
Yeah, so I will start with a fight on the prelims, 135 pounds in the women's division. Jocelyn Edwards taking on Ji-Yeon Kim. I like Jocelyn Edwards in this spot. Her last fight last month was actually up at 145 pounds. She was moving up in weight class that fight. She still got it done, but I think the market's a little bit low on her because her performance wasn't that great. She's coming down to bantamweight here, where she actually missed weight by a pound or two yesterday against Ji-Yeon Kim, who's coming up from 125 pounds. So I think Edwards' size is going to be too much here. You could get her at only minus 130, which I think is too low. I think she's going to have a big power advantage over Kim. This fight's probably going to mainly take place on the feet, but if anyone's going to get a takedown here, I expect it to be Edwards. Kim is a pretty decent technical boxer, but I feel like she lacks the physicality to keep Edwards off of her. So the play is Jocelyn Edwards, minus 130. I think that's too low. One more play for you, sticking with the women's 135-pound division, the main event, of course. I'm going with Juliana Pena again in the rematch. Amanda Nunes was minus 1,000 last time. She lost that fight in the second round. She's minus 300-ish this time. I don't think that is low enough. I get why you make Amanda Nunes the favorite. She has the early finishing upside. But if this fight gets out of the first round and a half, I see no way she covers that minus 300 price tag. So the pick is Juliana Pena. I think she is stronger mentally. I think she has better cardio, and it just seems like she has that dog in her. So Juliana Pena plus 230. I think that line should be much closer. Those are my two bets, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
Dude, well done on that. Dude, she definitely has that dog in her for sure, man. Like, this fight is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to watch it tonight. It's going to be great. All right, now, Micah, before we get to you, because you're going to bring us home, your man, the coach, has a surprise for everybody. He's out calling the PGA Tour, the Rocket Mortgage Classic. All right, couldn't be on with us, but you know that he's coming with some picks. Coach, what do you got?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the coach. It's a glorious Saturday morning, and I know what you're thinking. The coach normally isn't around on a Saturday morning on the early edge. Yes, but I woke up this morning, and I just had an overwhelming good feeling. It's a full sports day. UFC pay-per-view. Third round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Baseball all day. Even soccer all day long. So here's what we're going to do. I got two plays, a straight play and a three-way parlay. Cameron Young, minus 125 over Russell Henley. This dude is legit. 963 on Friday. 6 top threes this season on the PGA Tour. He's not scared to go low. He's not scared to be at the top of the leaderboard. Then a three-way parlay. I don't normally do this, but this felt right. The numbers individually too high. Finau over Pendrith. Cameron Young over Russell Henley. Patrick Cantlay over Siwoo Kim. Plus 344. So here's what we're going to do. I'm inspired by our good friends at Caesars Sportsbook and their incredible boosts every single day. I'm going to give you a boost right now. If this parlay hits tonight, there is no strings attached. There's nothing you need to do, but I'm going to send 2 lucky winners. You know what we do here. $100 cold, hard cash. So let's make that play. Let's catch that ticket. And most of all, let's have some fun. AB, keep it going.
Look at Coach coming through. All right, everybody in the chat, if you could just type the word in so that I can see you and find you if it hits, and we will take care of that. Coach coming through with a big play today. All right, Micah. Now, coming to you. You're going to break it down. Bring us home here. One play Major League Baseball. What do you got?
Yeah, but first let's talk about Coach. I mean, to wake up in the morning and then just have a 3-team parlay come to your head. I love that. I mean, yeah. I need dreams like that. That's amazing. We're going to go ahead and talk about the Baltimore Orioles today. They are at Cincinnati. They've won their last 2 games. They've won 4 of their last 5, 16-7 in July. Hot team, June, July. Only 2 games out from the wild card slot. This is a team that's been a doormat for quite a few years now. A lot of those number 1 picks are coming through. You're seeing it. It's homegrown talent. This is a great baseball story. The team that I'm going to ride through August, along with the White Sox. I'm waiting for both these teams to strike fire here. And I think Baltimore, this is a team, the Reds, they should be probably $1.30, $1.35. So you got value there. Just picking against the Reds. And the Reds, look at these guys, 21-40 after a loss. And also on Saturdays, for whatever that's worth, 3-14 this season. not very good on Saturdays, not very good at all, especially their bullpen. It happened again last night. Just a horrendous bullpen, one of the worst in baseball, over 5 ERA. Game was tied 2-2, go to the ninth, boom, 4 runs for the Orioles. They win 6-2. And that's been happening all year long against this Reds bullpen. So a lot of confidence here. And then you also got Dean Kremer going. He's been spectacular for the Orioles this season. Lefty, 6-2. The Orioles are in his last 8 starts. And on the road, surprisingly, he's been actually better than at home. 3-1, the Orioles have gone behind him with a 1.66 ERA. He's lights out. Everything about this Orioles team, and they have one of the best bullpens in baseball. They're right up there with the Astros, in my opinion. So I like everything about the Orioles. I'm going to keep riding them here through August. Hopefully we can do something in September, but let's take it 1 month at a time. June, July, pretty good so far. So let's take it into August with some momentum and make a playoff run.
Yeah, you know what? I'm with you. Like, keep riding it until they tell you not to. And second, this team, we've talked about it before. They're fun. Like, this team is fun, man. They're fun to watch. They're fun to bet on. Like,
it's energy. It's what they exude. The baseball, the great thing about baseball is the Baltimore Orioles, and seeing a team that is lost and that has finally come together this moment, playing so well together as a unit, and everybody just having a blast. This is what baseball is supposed to be about.
Yep, 100%. I'm with you on that. Now, Micah, real quick. All right, so our man Trent Wade coming at you for NASCAR. We'll talk about it more on the show tomorrow, but we're at Brickyard, correct?
Well, it's the Brickyard, but it's the road course, so it's not really the 2.5 mile course that everybody loved, and it was great when NASCAR came in. The last 2 years have been on the road course, and not my favorite. I'll say that.
Yeah. So, you know, and I'll tell you what, I think that he's on the same plane that you are. Usually he has 2 bets. He only has 1. He's got Ross Chastain over Kyle Larson at -108. What are your thoughts there?
I think that's cheap. That should probably be about $1.35 to $1.40. Larson, you know, he was 3rd in his last road race at Road America, but he has not been like he was at all. The edge that he had last year with the old car is completely gone. He's only had 1 win this season. It came in the 2nd race of the year. I think this is race 23 now. He is just, the new car has really gave his team fits. You can't cheat. You can't even try. We saw that with Hamlin and Kyle Busch, you know, just a small little piece they tried to get an edge with. And I don't know if it worked or not. I mean, he won the race, but it's one of those things you can't even try to cheat. And that's what NASCAR is. I'm not saying cheating is great, but if you're not cheating, you're not trying in NASCAR. And that's just the way it's been forever. I mean, this league was started by moonshine running, right? And so Larson just doesn't have it this season. He's done as well as he can, but that edge he had, he won 3 road courses last season. First 3 road course of his career. He had 10 wins last season, championship, everything. And it's been almost the complete opposite this year. And on the other hand, Chastain has been amazing, 7th or better in all 3 road course races this season. Chastain, they've got it figured out. Trackhouse Racing has it. So him and Suarez are both good bets tomorrow.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like with your breakdown, literally, like quoting exactly what he said. I am honestly shocked that they have this bet as an option at this price. Yeah. Like exactly what you said. Like right out of the gate, you're like, it should be way higher than, you know, a -108. So yeah, perfect there. All right, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap here. Buckets is on Bayern Munich money line. Sturm Graz, Salzburg, both teams to score. Liverpool, Man City, over 2.5 goals. Dragabas is on Jocelyn Edwards money line, -125. Juliana Pena to win the fight money line tonight at +230. Michael Roberts, as you just heard, he's on the Orioles money line, -105. Cash with the coach, round 3, Cameron Young over who is that? Henley? Yeah. All right, there we go. I couldn't see it with the logo up there. And then his 3-way parlay at +344. Round 3, Finau over Pendrith. Cameron Young over Henley. Patrick Cantlay over Kim. All 3 of those on the parlays +344. Site play, the Giants money line -130. And then we're going to the AB pick 3 tonight. All right. We got 3 plays for you, obviously. All 3 from the MLS. What we're going to do is we're kind of, slotting at, -110, -140, -160. Pick which ones you want to go. with some you might want to parlay, your choice here. But we're going to go Nashville, Vancouver, both teams to score -110. We're going to go Dallas, LA, both teams to score -140. And we're going to go San Jose, Salt Lake City, both teams to score at -160. So all the damage we can do for today, boys. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back Sunday morning, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. But until then, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tomorrow.